back to the Eddie Rude Show, episode 4. We're presented to you by the undergroundpost.com. Everything you need to know about Eddie Rude will be on that site. And any of the other music, industry or facts or whatever you want to know about me, I'm on that site. I will be having my own personal section very soon. I'm about to start my new website of my own very soon, so check that out. We also brought to you by xvideos.com, the king of filth. I get real filthy. Me and Right Hand want to get real filthy with it. So we also brought to you by Heineken. And we have a new sponsor today, Vodka of the Gods. We bought this at Trader Joe's, and as you can see, it's almost done. It's really, it's in a plastic, container, so it's not really the best vodka in the world. But if you want to get fucked up pretty quick, fuck with the Vodka of the Gods. I fuck with them because they fuck with me. In today's episode, we have a lot to talk about. Still no guest. I'm not gonna put nobody on blast no more, because really, what is the real point on putting a nigga on blast and they're still not coming? But it's all good. We can roll without it, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll without it, and then we got
that's
plenty.
3 times in a row, though.
Yeah, 3 times you out. 3 times you out. Yeah, I had another guy coming on here, but he went to come on like 10 o'clock in the morning. Eddie Rude don't get up before 1:30. So you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. So I love my fans. I'm definitely glad that you guys want to come on the show and support the Eddie Rude Show, but I can't do it, people. But anyway, we're gonna talk about I went to First Friday, my very first Friday ever in downtown Oakland. I went last week, and it was pretty dope. I did a few segments up there, so we're gonna have a video that Eddie Rude takes over First Friday. We're gonna have that up and running in no time. We met a lot of cool people. We got there like 5 o'clock, so all the white people was out on the street, and the later it got, them fucking niggas, they came out the woodworks. They was like fucking roaches. As soon as they got dark, them fucking niggas just came out and just start fucking up shit. So, if y'all seen in my intro of my this video, y'all seen I was in the car playing the Bay Area Freshman 10 class of 2013, as you can see right here. I threw the shit out the window because, I wasn't fucking with these niggas and, wannabe niggas. I see a few white boys on there, an Asian or 2, but yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. But I wanted to support my niggas. They was handing out free CDs at First Friday. I didn't want to say, get that silly nigga shit out my face, cause I don't fuck with you niggas like that. But I want to support my Bay Area people like y'all support me. So it wasn't, it wasn't my, like I said, it wasn't my cup of tea. It is outside on the street, so if anybody sees it and picks it up, it might be your cup of tea, because it definitely wasn't mine. We saw Krayshawn at the First Friday. She was selling buttons, so obviously her career didn't take off like it was supposed to. Bitch was supposed to fuck with me, at least do a not a mixtape, a sex tape with me, and you probably would have blew up like a motherfucker, because at this point I'm kind of hotter than you at this point. But she was selling all these types of buttons and shit like that, and I wanted to support her. It's a fucking ripoff, though. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. The bitch was selling 1 button for $1. Oh my goddamn! But I bought one anyway, because that's the only way you can get interviews with these niggas is if you buy something from them. So it was kind of fucked up. And then we had another cat. I'm not gonna tell y'all everything. Y'all just gotta watch the First Friday episode where I take over the motherfucking shit. What else did we do, James? We fucking walked around. We interviewed a few people. I hung out with James' friends for the first time. They was white motherfuckers, obviously. And it was my cup of tea, though, because like I said, the niggas was coming out from all over the goddamn place. So it was kind of getting uncomfortable.
You have to go inside, look at some art for me.
Yeah, I had to go outside, go inside and look at art. It was cool. We looked at art, and I mingled with the white people. I met one of his friends. Her name was Jane, and she was nice. Little hippie lady from LA, real down to earth. I I let her know that I'm into white Nubian queens, and you know, she found that very amusing. She wasn't giving me no play. That's James' cup of tea right there. And then I met another one, Snooky. She was short and Italian. No eyes, but you know, she was very nice. Big titties. I love big titties. Me and her was conversating for a little bit, but she was telling me she had a boyfriend. Start giggling, so she was like, "Yeah, nigga, I'm not giving you no play." So I was very upset about that. And then we had another woman. I don't know her name. Well, I do know her name, but I don't want to put it out there. But we just call her Susan Sarandon because Susan Sarandon really looks like, that's what they really look like. So I call her Susan Sarandon. I was supposed to get lucky with her because she was pretty drunk. She did say she wanted to come on my show eventually and talk about racial issues. She's more than welcome to come on the show, but I'm not, you know, this is the Eddie Rude show, so we don't really talk about a whole lot of serious shit, and if we do, we don't go into great detail about it. But anyway, fuck all that. Me and her was conversating, and she got pretty wasted, and you know, she was, you know, wobbling and falling downstairs and shit like that. So I'm like, okay, Eddie Rude's gonna be able to pop this one because she's drunk and she's gonna be, it's gonna be very hard for her to drive. So you know, it got real late, and you know, I was on my way to swoop on that and kill it. You know, I was walking her to her car, and this big tall white guy comes out the blue. Name was Brad, and Brad comes out the blue, and you know, to make a long story short, he took my bitch for the night. Just for the night. It's not really my bitch, but he took my bitch for the night. Brad, if you out there, if you listening, fuck you. If I see you, it's on, motherfucker, because nobody takes Eddie Rude's hoes. You know, I don't give a fuck if she did look like Susan Sarandon. Oh yeah, that's Susan Sarandon right there. Nobody takes my hoes like that. She looked like Susan Sarandon, but she liked the hippie version, because she had like the jeans with the holes in them and shit, and had her you know, sweatshirt, you know, tied behind her, you know, her waist and shit. Shit still look cute to me. I fuck anything like that. So, but yeah, Brad took my bitch. But, you know, like I said, we had a good first Friday experience. You know, first time we filmed together out there. Like I said, you know, we seen arguments, we seen comedians, we seen poetry people, we seen the white people on, you know, who, you know, they wanted to stay separate, segregated from the wild niggas because they was in the art studio all goddamn night. Motherfucker swooped and took my bitch. Yeah, it was one of those days, but I loved it. We'll be going back, and you're gonna see more of Eddie Rude. How was your experience, James Metro? I know you've probably been there a few times. How was your experience with the Eddie Rude show?
Now, I've been there a couple times, but last week it was smaller than it usually is. Usually it's like a couple more blocks extending out, and there's more stuff going on there. But I think like a couple months ago, some nigga stuff happened down there, so they might have closed it up a little bit.
That was the first time I ever heard you say the N-word. Yeah, he don't say that. James Mitchell was like opposed to saying the N-word. I say nigga. I say nigga and or colored, you know, because that's what you niggas are.
I say the N-word, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga is a specific type of black person. I don't use it for black people in general. But you know those people.
Yeah,
those niggas. That's when I use it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I use it for anybody who acts silly with the silly nigga shit. Yeah, you know, like he said it was bigger last. First Friday was actually, the festival was actually bigger, you know, in months prior to the one I went to, and you know, they had classic cars, and it went like it was like a longer stretch of a city blocked off, but they didn't have it no more, and I'm guessing it must have been some type of shooting done by niggas. They seen another nigga, and you know, they feelings got felt a certain way, or whatever you want to call it, and you know, they
One
just
killed, 3 injured in shooting after First Friday.
Yeah, yeah, we don't even have to like read the report. I'm not gonna read the report and or video clip because I already know who it probably was. You know, this silly nigga shit. You know, I'll fuck up a good event. But anyway, let's switch gears for a little bit. Chelsea Handler, I seen her on TLC this week. She was like, they had her on some show on TLC on Who You Really Think You Are. So I guess like celebrities go see if they can find their relatives on that show, and you know, go back in their family tree, you know, family history, family tree. So I guess Ancestry.com wasn't, you know, too good for her. So she was like, fuck it, let me get paid for this shit. So, you know, I see what you're doing, Chelsea Handler. When I get famous, I'm going to do the same shit. But, you know, my broke ass can only use Ancestry. And I can't even go that goddamn far because once you get to a certain point, they want you to goddamn pay for this shit. Ain't that a motherfucking bitch? But anyway, Chelsea Handler, she, I guess she looked at, you know, certain things about her family and her past, and come to find out she had a grandfather that was a soldier for the Nazi movement in Germany. And, yeah, it's not too good for her. A woman who's known for doing funny like me, she was real bummed out over it. She was very embarrassed, and you know, a woman who loves the black Mandingo dick, like Eddie Rude, and you know, she fucked 50 Cent and guys like that. She's very embarrassed, you know, because that might fuck up her image. They gonna think she's, you know, a flat out racist too, but she's not. You know, she's probably said some vulgar things. She probably used the N-word a zillion fucking times. But I don't have no problem with a woman, you know, a white woman using the N-word with me, especially during sex. I love that during sex. Call me a filthy nigga. You stole my TV, now I'ma fuck the shit out you nigga. And I've had that shit done before, so that's gonna be one of my stories eventually. But yeah, she found out her grandfather was a Nazi, and I know that gotta be shitty for, you know. You know, they said he wasn't all the way full-blown Nazi. I don't know how you can't be full-blown Nazi and you a Nazi soldier. You already know what, you know, the Nazis did to the Jews back, you know, way long ago. But yeah, what's your feelings about, you know, Chelsea Handler finding out that her grandfather was a Nazi soldier?
No, they're trying to say like he wasn't that deep into it. Mm-hmm. I think that's just trying to like make her look better. Yeah. But he could have been like some dude at the top or whatever. I don't know. Yeah,
he could have been Hitler's right-hand man. We don't know this. But, yeah, Chelsea Handler's shit was, really put on blast, you know. I was actually, when I seen the episode, to be honest, I had clicked on TLC to watch my Honey Boo Boo. I love Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo is my nigga from another mother, and, you know, I fucks with Honey Boo Boo and her country-ass family. But, you know, they had this bullshit on, and, you know, I was like, fuck it. You know, they said Honey Boo Boo was coming on after this. So I was like, okay, I'll watch this crazy shit until I see my real niggas out there, Honey Boo Boo. But it was cool. You know, I got to look at it. I don't think this is going to hurt her image at all. What her grandfather did way long ago probably won't really affect her. But it probably will give a reason on why she's kind of as crazy as she is. But, you know, like I said, she still loves that black dick. So, you know, baby, if you seeing this right now, Chelsea Handler, I'll fuck you. And you can call me the N-word or whatever you want to call me, baby. So, yeah, you know, Chelsea Handler was out there in the news. Another person that was in the news, we had, let me see what we going to be looking. Oh, okay, these very offensive shirts. A lot of these t-shirts, you know, the kids are getting ready for back to school, thank God, because you little niggas have been driving me crazy. Every time I try to go somewhere with my old lady, it's like, you know, oh, you little motherfuckers. I remember I went to Monterey with my old lady, and, you know, we was at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and I'm like, okay, it's going to be a nice little time, but it's like a zillion of you little niggas, you know, summer vacation, and, you know, you rich white families, you know, y'all can do vacations, and this shit called vacationing. As a family, I've never done that shit before, so I don't know what the fuck it is. But, you know, they was everywhere. So, but anyway, they had these t-shirts, and, you know, there's a lot of offensive t-shirts going on, and, you know, these little white girls and little black girls and Mexican and Asian girls, you know, they had these t-shirts for them, and they were kind of provocative, you know. They wasn't like showing any skin or nothing. It was just a wording on it. You know, last week y'all seen me. I had the broke bitches t-shirt on, you know. But I'm a grown ass man. I can do whatever the fuck I want. These little bitches out here in the school, they had this one t-shirt that says her favorite subjects were, what was it again, Mr. Mitchell? My best subjects are shopping, music, dancing, and it didn't check off math. And it was like, you know, that's sending the wrong message to these little hooas, because these hooas out here, all they're known for, all they're doing right now, and you know, they're wearing a whole lot of makeup, you know, dressing like they're grown women twerking. I didn't know what twerking. You know, I'm a slow nigga. You know, because I don't watch all this nigga shit you guys watch. But they said twerking is the new thing where they pop the booty real fast. So this is just, and it's dumb. I've seen it. I love it on the low. I'm not gonna tell you niggas that. I'm not gonna like glorify it, but I like probably look at the shit on the low when you niggas is not watching me. But yeah, this shirt, my best love. Yeah, my best subject with the heart. It's kind of bad. Whoever created that shirt, you know, kill your fucking self, because y'all probably the reason on why, you know, we got all these crazy hooas out there. And they had another shirt that was very racist. It's funny, but it's
this
racist.
One is pretty racist.
Yeah, it's racist, but it's, you know, it's funny at the same time. You know, I don't know who was selling this shirt, but they had a Walmart style shirt. Okay, Urban Outfitters. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, I work with a Mexican. His name is Javier. That's my nigga.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the hardest working person I ever met.
Yeah,
say that.
But he's Mexican, so it's like, you know, it's built in his DNA. You know, Javier, I love you, my nigga. But yeah, he, like I said, he is the hardest working Mexican I've ever seen. I've seen some hard working Mexicans. They put niggas like me to shame. I can't lie to you about that. But yeah, he works like a motherfucker. You know, I remember one of my homeboys who's actually supposed to be in this be doing this radio shit with me. My boy Chris, he's locked up right now. He's doing 6 months in Switzerland. You know, big heavy time crime, because we are gangsters out here. I remember I was working with it was me, Chris, and Javier. And Javier was working like a motherfucker, and he was sweating like he had just got done fucking for at least a good 2 hours. And Chris was like, hold up, he had to go get him a paper towel to wipe him off, because he's just working and working and working. And you know, Javier, you know, he got that little immigrant smile he give you, because you know you don't want to go back to Mexico, so you get that immigrant smile. And but I love him to death, and you know, you hear him talk, you know, you can't fully understand him sometimes because he's talking so fast, or you know, he still got that heavy Mexican accent. But he's a hard-working motherfucker, and he wouldn't appreciate no shit like this. God damn it, what the fuck is wrong with you, Urban Outfitters? I'm a boycott. We should boycott Urban Outfitters, because even though that shit is true, probably in all these Walmarts, that's very racist. You do not bring that out. So
you gotta make fun of them.
Yeah, don't make fun of them. But yeah, very, that was a very, very touchy subject for me, because I know a lot of Mexicans and they work hard, and you know, I remember my dad, he was a roofer, and you know, he didn't really like the Mexicans. I don't want to put him out there like he's a racist, but he didn't really like the Mexicans for the simple fact he was a roofer, and he was the only nigga with all these Mexicans, and these Mexicans would be just knocking these roofs out. They would fix these roofs in less than an hour. Be like, motherfucker, what the fuck is your problem? That means we gotta go into another goddamn roof. What the fuck is your problem? Working too goddamn fast. We get paid by the hour. You got all goddamn day. So, you know, like I said, this shit is racist but true. But yeah, Urban Outfitters, y'all should be trying to make $1 off the Mexicans. The Mexicans are the hardest working people in the world. You know, second are Asians. I would say third are probably the Arabs, as I'll call them. They say Arabs or whatever, but I'll call them Arabs. And I would say we're probably like the bottom of the totem pole, you know, us niggas.
Alright, check out this shirt. I think this is the most offensive shirt.
Oh yeah, this is the other shirt. They got Bustin Massacre.
Right here. I'm offended.
You know, everybody know in April, it was a huge bombing going on. A huge bomb that went off during the Boston Marathon and killed a lot of people and injured tens of thousands. And I don't know when they put this shirt out, but I didn't even know, like, I knew it had to be something with the New York Yankees putting this shirt out because of the color scheme or whatever. But yeah, that was a very touchy subject.
This by Nike too. That's like a big
yeah, and then Nike, I fuck with you. As you can see, I fuck with you guys heavy. You know, and it was no cough. No reason to do no shit like this. If you're affiliated with the New York Yankees or Nike, I don't know what to say. Y'all should be in hiding for a little bit, or try to donate as much money as you can to the victims of the Boston families, of the Boston massacre families or whatever. But yeah, this really touched me in a certain way, and I'm the rudest nigga on earth. So if this touched me the wrong way, it was very, it should just touch y'all even harder. But yeah, they said they took them off the store shelves real quick once they put them out. They shouldn't have been out, to begin with. But, the Yankee organization wanted to say, since they're rivals of the Boston Red Sox, that, that they wanted to...
That's kind of like kicking them where they're down.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, but... What can you say? That's the New York Yankees for you motherfuckers. They got all the money in the world. They can do whatever the fuck they really want to do. But it was kind of fucked up. Then you got the Taylor's, on a lighter note, you got Taylor Swift. They got a shirt for her and all her, niggas she ran through like a motherfucking marathon of her goddamn self. She don't fuck the Jonas Brothers. I don't know who Till is. I don't know who none of these motherfuckers is. I know who... Yeah, I don't know none of these niggas is. Even if I was to tell you I know who one of these niggas is, that would make me look like a faggot. And I'm not a faggot. So, I don't know none of these guys. Yeah, I don't know none of these guys. But apparently these are all the boyfriends she been with. Apparently they even got names on the back of the shirts too. So, yeah, Taylor Swift, you done ran through more niggas than a motherfucker. Goddamn. I don't see any brothers' names on that goddamn shirt. It look like all these boys may be white or mixed with something exotic. I don't see no Tyrone or Leonard or no wild shit like that. So I guess she's not in the niggas, but baby, you need to be in the Eddie Rule. I love you. But yeah, so that's really just what's been going on in the news. You see barely legal t-shirt for 4-year-olds. Yeah. This shirt right here is called keep calm, I'll rip a lot more. Okay. But the previous one that said, I'd rather be shot in Durham than die of boredom in Cary. Now, I don't think that's really a offensive shirt. Not where I come from, that's not really an offensive shirt. It's just a way of life. But this must be for like the white kids who stay in like the suburban towns. It's pretty fucking boring and shit like that. I would make it, I'd rather be shot in Oakland, or robbed in Oakland, than in where I stay at now in the Richie part of the 707. I'm not gonna tell you niggas where I stay. Come on, that's dry snitching on yourself. So yeah, I would probably put some crazy shit like that on one of my t-shirts. That's probably some stereotypical nigga shit. I didn't say I'm 100% against the nigga, silly nigga shit. There's a few things that I do that's that I would consider silly nigga shit. So these shirts would be one of them. But I would fuck with it heavy. But yeah, we got all these crazy ass shirts. I don't really fuck with like that. I just fuck with that last one. Keep calm and rape a lot.
I think this could be kind of good because if you get the rapists to wear this shirt so you can spot them, see, so you know where all the rapists are, see.
Yeah, but I don't really see a rapist really, broadcasting what they do, advertising what they do on the side. Yeah, I don't know if I would get a shirt like this. Maybe during sex, as role play. Me and my old lady like to role play a lot. Or used to like to role play a lot. I'm not really a Miley Cyrus fan. This bitch just needs attention. She's an attention-grabbing whore. Bitch, you got enough attention. Let Eddie Rule get some of this attention. But Miley Cyrus, she's nude. Ever since she turned, became legal, she's been out of control, and she loves to hang around niggas. So, more power to you. She wants to be a radical. Justin Bieber is out there. He swears he's a nigga. He don't forgot he's white. Who else? Amanda Bynes. I remember Amanda Bynes from all that.
I remember
on Nickelodeon.
All that. Kenan and Kel and Amanda Bynes.
Yeah. I remember you, Amanda Bynes, what you used to do. Just continue being white. Now this shirt right here, this is my shit, goddammit. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. It says pervert and it says number 17. I don't know why it means 17. Oh, okay. It says it means to represent the year before a minor turns 18. I'm not even that old anymore. I mean, I'm not that young anymore. So, if they was giving me a shirt, just give me pervert 69 because I fucks with that shit heavy. And yeah, this gave me pervert 69. I don't think this shit's offensive at all. I fucks with it when I was 17. As y'all all knew, I was sticking remotes up old bitches twats. So yeah, I would have wore this shirt a long time ago. I don't think it's offensive. All you uptight conservative Republicans might think this shit's offensive, but I fuck with this shirt heavy. I know, we gotta take a break. I've been rambling like a motherfucker. So we're gonna take a break, and we will be back with more of the Eddie Rules Show. Welcome back to the Eddie Rules Show. We had to pay some bills. Usually I don't rant about what's going on in the current event section too much because I got a whole lot of other shit I want to talk to y'all about. But anyway, like I said, we brought to you by Heineken, Vodka the God, the undergroundpost.com. I don't know. I've been fucking up the website name. I was calling it, the Underground Post. P-O-S-T, not Post, P-U-L-S-E. It's the undergroundpost.com. P-U-L-S-E.com. Yeah, I was fucking that up bad. So a lot of my sponsorships probably was going to the Underground Post. And I was saying this nigga's playing games because he has no material up here. But yeah, it's the Underground Post. P-U-L-S-E.com, or you can check me out. There you go. Or you can check me out on Facebook at Eddie Rude, or I'm now on Twitter, people, Eddie_Rude510, or email me Eddie_Rude510 at outlook.com. But anyway, we back to more topics, more headlines that's going on in the news. And supposedly this New York man who's 22 years old tries to sell his baby on Craigslist because the bitch that he was dating is not giving him enough attention. So he tried to sell the baby for $100. It was a big uproar. I guess he's been arrested. I'm guessing, right, James? He's been arrested.
Yeah, he's been charged with endangering the welfare of a child. Yeah. And harassment.
Yeah, and if he would have got away with this, or if this shit was legal, I would have probably purchased the baby because, as some people may know, I'm trying to become a father very young for the simple fact I don't want to be an old nigga with kids. I think after you get a certain plateau, I'm 23, so after you get 25, 26, I feel like you're too old to be raising little motherfuckers. I want to get my shit done early, like everybody know. I want to have more kids than my homeboy Marco Love. Marco Love has at least 20, and that's just off the books. So on the books he has a few that he claims, but off the book that nigga has a whole fucking litter of kids, and that's what I want to have. I want to have a litter. Fuck that shit. I want to have a little mini me Eddie Rules running around. So that would have just been the first of many. But yeah, he's a pussy because he couldn't handle his shit like a real man, and check that bitch like, hey bitch, fuck all this shit, put this baby to sleep and come give me some pussy, and let's cuddle and do all that R&B love making type shit. But he was very upset that she wasn't giving him enough attention and whoopty whoopty whoop, and he's a pussy, but I'm not gonna really spend a whole lot of time on it because he's it's a whole lot of weirdos out there that has a camera in front of them, a la being me. So I don't fuck with niggas like that. And they give you that emotional because the bitch ain't giving you no attention. You either leave the bitch or you check the bitch. Don't sell the baby. The baby don't really have shit to do with it. I don't know if it was your baby or not, but if it was, nigga, you supposed to pull out. You wouldn't have this goddamn problem. It's called pulling out, and or wearing a condom, or just denying the baby it was ever yours to begin with. Take that bitch to Maury and fight for your right. And that gives you obligation to go fuck other hoes because she's putting this baby on you that's not really even yours. So
that says he has a 2-year-old kid himself. The kid is not his. He was trying to sell. Really? He met her online. They had a couple of dates online or whatever. And then the baby's like 2 months old. Yeah. So yeah. So it can't have been going out that long or whatever. But he's already trying to sell her baby because he wants more attention from her. I think he's kind of messed up in the head. That's what I think.
I'm messed up in the head my goddamn self, so I can't really judge him.
And only for $100, I could give more money than $100 for a baby.
I mean, It probably would have been. It must have been a fucked up. It must have been like a Milton, aka Wildcat type baby. It probably was retarded. It had to be retarded. It couldn't be no sexy looking ass baby. You know, because not all babies is cute in America. Some babies out there look pretty fucked up. So probably was one of them fucked up Milton, aka Wildcat babies. But anyway, we gotta take a quick commercial break. We gonna come back with your favorite segment, the milk carton. So you know it's an R&B lady. So y'all can take a wild guess while we on break to see who I'm gonna actually put on the milk carton this week. But like I said, we'll be back with more of the Eddie Root Show. Welcome back to the Eddie Root Show, brought to you by the undergroundpost.com and eddyvideos.com is also my sponsor, the King of Filth. I love it, and you should love it too. Heineken, I fuck with y'all. Y'all ain't gave me my goddamn check yet, so Heineken, what the fuck is up? I know I've been giving the wrong information, but shit, y'all can contact the nigga. And the vodka of the gods, you know, shitty vodka. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. It's very shitty vodka. They probably gonna cancel my sponsorship because of that, but you know, Eddie Root just keeps it real. But you know, I'm about to bring y'all the most anticipated segment of the show, the milk carton. We done had, you know, some greats on there. We done had Chingy, we done had Fantasia. Last week was Mr. MC Hammer, was probably my best one yet. But this one, it might not hit as hard as the ones in the past because she's a classy lady. She just hasn't done anything in so long. But if y'all was guessing, you know, I'm gonna start with the anticipation. It's Maya. Now Maya came out in like 98, 99, something around that time, and she was big. You know, she won me over. She had an exotic look to her because she's white, and I always thought she was like black and Indian or something like that, but she's actually white and black, or black and, you know, Italian, whatever you want to call it. And she was hot. You know, I definitely found her attractive, and she was doing her thing. She was selling records all across the globe. I remember, you know, I grew up in, you know, the deepest part of East Oakland you can think of, and I remember my homegirl, Miss Beasley, I'm not going to say her first name, but Miss Beasley and all her homegirls, they used to be in the backyard trying to do like little dance choreography or whatever to Maya songs, and I remember that shit because me and my niggas used to go back there and fuck with them because all they would blast was Maya because they was Maya fans, and you know, she started to grow on me too. And yeah, you know, Maya was cool. She had a few hits. They said she was in the movie In Too Deep with Omar Epps and LL Cool J. But if y'all motherfuckers can find me one scene this bitch was in, please let me know. Because I remember Nia Long was in the shit. I don't remember Maya being in too many goddamn movies, but they said she was in Too Deep. That's a nigga classic, so I would have seen the bitch. But let she play some small part where she was a hooker or a store clerk, convenience worker, or whatever. I don't know if she was in. You know, when they said she was in like the movie In Too Deep, I'm thinking the bitch song on the goddamn like soundtrack of the movie In Too Deep. But I didn't really see her in the movie. But yeah, Maya was in. You know, she did plenty, you know, little music videos. I remember she had a big hit with Beanie Man, and she played a big part in, I think, 2001 of the Moulin Rouge soundtrack. The lead song on there with I think it was Lil' Kim, Christina Aguilera, Maya, I don't know, and Pink. Okay, yeah, Pink, and I think that was in like 2000, 2001. She played a big part in that. She looked real good. Maya's one of those type of people. She don't have that strong presence in the music game. You know, visually, I think she's probably one of the baddest bitches to ever grace the TV. But and one of those motherfuckers, you know, Eddie Root would never pull out, baby. I would trap you too. I wouldn't pull out with you if my life depended on it. I'd die in your motherfucking pussy. I love you so much. But anyway, Maya was one of those motherfuckers. She didn't have that strong presence. You know, I don't know if it was her team or whatever, but I remember after a while the bitch just vanished. And you know, I didn't know what the bitch was. She was disappeared. I thought she was dead. Then she came back in 2003 with My Love Is Like Whoa. And you know, took me by surprise. And, you know, she was showing that she's not a little girl no more. She's a full-grown woman. And she was pretty much in that video telling Eddie Rude to come get this pussy. I was 13 at the time, so I would have came and got that pussy, but I didn't know you didn't. You know, you told me to come get it, but you can tell me where you live. So it was kind of, you know, bitch was a tease. I don't like tease. I don't like to chase. So just tell me where the fuck you located. But anyway, yeah, Maya was a hot bitch for a little bit, and she didn't. I don't think she lived up to her full potential, because after that song, yeah, the bitch disappeared, and it's been 10 years later, and I didn't hear shit from Maya. I know she was in the King magazine. That was a big issue. I know she was, she had a little controversy because I guess she fucked the Game, the rapper, and 50 Cent said he smashed it before Game did, and it was, I guess that was some type of publicity stunt to try to get this bitch back on to the music scene, that she don't know, she don't fuck two gangster rappers, you know, silly nigga shit. And that didn't really help it. I think it just made her look even more trashy. So I guess she, like, you know, just was like, fuck this music shit, fuck this industry shit, let me go be a regular bitch, because that's all I really am when I look at myself in the industry. I'm just a regular bitch, because when you got Beyonce, Mariah Carey, Rihanna, I don't know who else is a hot bitch right now, but when you got all them top-notch bitches, it's hard to really, you know, try to be like, hey, I'm Maya. Nobody's gonna want to fuck with you, because, you know, you got all these top-notch hoes with these big empires behind them. They're not gonna fuck with you, Maya. So I remember, I think I seen Maya in LA, because I used to stay in LA. I seen Maya, and she had a baby, and, you know, the bitch still looked good. She got a little chunky. She got a little chunky or whatever. But as y'all all know, I just don't fuck skinny and regular bitches. You know, I fuck, you know, little chunky bitches. You know what I'm saying? She still look good. She had a fat ass. She ain't never had big titties. You know, I'm not really a titty man, but, you know, when you gain weight, I thought the titties was supposed to grow. But you know, she got a nice little ass or whatever. I'll come on her booty. You know what I'm saying? If I learned how to pull out correctly and come on motherfuckers. But you know, she was a hot bitch. Compared to a whole lot of other ones. I would definitely pick her over big forehead ass Rihanna any day. The fuck. Music wise, you know, Rihanna is killing it. But they said she's hot in Japan. And, you know, a lot of motherfuckers out here don't know that. She's been putting out downloadable content in Japan. And I think her latest, you know, music venture in Japan was like in 2011. So she's 33, about to be 34 at the end of the year, and I remember she was on Dancing with the Stars, and, you know, that's career suicide right there. Once you go on Dancing with the Stars or any big time reality TV show, you know, chances are you're not gonna come back from that and try to be a big time celebrity again, or superstar, because she did win Grammys back in her prime and shit like that. So I was very disappointed to see where her career ended up. You know, bitches in Japan.
She actually got a record contract in Japan.
But see, nobody knows that. Your core audience is in America, bitch. You shouldn't be in no goddamn Japan. What the fuck is wrong with you, crazy hoe? But
she got a record contract with the Japanese R&B label Manhattan Records, and she's like did a little Japanese tour. In like last year in 2012.
Really?
So she's still big in Japan.
That's it? It's Japan? When you coming back home, baby, stop fucking with them crazy Japanese people. They gonna kill you, bitch. They call Manhattan Records in Japan. So it's Manhattan, but it's in Japan. The record company, right?
Let's check out the Manhattan. It's Manhattan Records. It's all in Japanese.
Damn.
Japanese hip hop.
Do you think that's a new low? Do you think that's a new low for her? What's lower, her being in Japan, signing to Manhattan Records, or Dancing with the Stars?
Now, I think Dancing with the Stars is lower, because you get people, you get like reality stars on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but
at least she's getting money from the Japanese dudes.
How you think she's getting money?
Japanese got money.
But I think the record labels out there is probably just as crooked as the ones out here, right?
I think they might be more, because, you know, Americans, they're all about money.
I do not condone that, white people. Sign me to a goddamn contract. I'll leave this nigga in a heartbeat. I fuck with you, white people. He don't speak for everybody in this goddamn attic. God damn it. But yeah, I fucks with you heavy. Ain't nothing really more I can really say about Maya. If you supposedly get money in Japan, stay in Japan, man. Because your shit won't be able to pop back out here. I think out of all the R&B artists that came up in like the mid to late 90s and from here on out, I think she's been one of the biggest disappointments. Because, I mean, she was linked up to Jay-Z. Not like sexually, but she had hits with him too. And
they got a Fantasia CD over there. Ashanti CD selling out in Japan.
Wow. I'm shocked.
I think that's where they might go. Those musicians when they're not doing so good.
Keisha Cole.
Sold out.
Oh man, I can't be giving away no more secrets, people. But yeah, Maya was my latest addition to the milk carton. It's probably not gonna hit hard for everybody like my ones in the past have, because like I said, there's not too many even raunchy pictures I got of Maya that I tried to find of Maya for you people. But yeah, Maya is on the milk carton. The bitch is sexy, just not really that talented when you're in a Beyonce, Rihanna world. But we will be back. I'm going to give y'all the freakiest, probably most disturbing story that I would, in my opinion, the most freaky, disturbing story I've ever had. So we will be back. This is the Eddie Rule Show. Yo, what up? Welcome back to the Eddie Rule Show. This has been a great episode, I think. Before I go any further, I would like to thank all my fans who made me #1 in their hearts. You know, I've been looking at my views on some of my other films or other shows that I've done in the past, and I remember I got like dumb crazy views on like the second episode in like less than a week. So in my opinion, that's like going, I think I went over like 100, like I think like under the first week, under, you know, a week's time, and with no real promotion or street team or no big machinery behind me besides the undergroundpost.com and xvideos.com. That's pretty cool. You know, Heineken and vodka sponsored me, but he not gonna put none of my nasty shit on their goddamn website or really sponsor me that heavy. I'm like on their like intern level type shit. You know, they just give me free beer and I drink it. But I really do appreciate y'all. Please continue to subscribe. Hit me up on Facebook at Eddie Rule, Twitter, Eddie_Rule 510 at Twitter. Hit me up on Outlook, Eddie_Rule 510 at Outlook.com. But yeah, I do appreciate that. You know, a lot of motherfuckers who really heavy in this YouTube shit to be like, nigga, 100 views ain't shit. But for my black ass to go over 100 views in that, you know, span of time, that's like, on an underground type shit, that's like damn near going platinum in the streets. So I really do appreciate that. And I'm going to continue to give y'all more shit. You know, I got a special episode coming up for y'all soon. We going out on the street playing a game show with the people out here in the streets. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, I know y'all want to hear another personal sex story. So this is story time with Eddie Rule. So, you know, I don't give y'all, you know, the X-Tube girl. I gave y'all, you know, it wasn't sex, but I gave y'all the whole little retarded boys, you know, Milton situation. I gave y'all I'm leaving bitches in hotel rooms after I get what I want out of them. But this one was a little different. I'm kinky. So, you know, I'm kinky. I'm very perverted. I'm willing to do anything with a female besides, you know, let them just put a strap on them, up in me, basically. I'm sorry, I had a stuttering moment right there. But, you know, I'm not with the gay shit. So, like I said, I'm willing to do anything besides the strap-on play or men or shit, gay shit like that involves my ass unless it's your tongue. But anyway, I was in San Francisco one night and we was at this bar, me and my homeboys, and we got this, you know, we was kicking it, we was having a good time. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm not gonna make it seem like Eddie Rule gets pussy left and right and I got mad game. You know, I do my best, you know what I'm saying. But it was coming towards the end of the night, and I seen this one white woman out there. She wasn't dancing. She was sitting with her friends or whatever. And I just seen the face, you know. I didn't really see everything that was going on. I just seen her face. And, you know, the closer I walked over there, you know, the closer I got to her, I walked over there, the bitch was in a wheelchair. So, you know, I'm kind of bummed out that, you know, the bitch is in a wheelchair, you know. I'm thinking about walking back, but she had, like, this cute-ass face. So I'm like, Eddie, you know, you ain't getting this a slow night for you, so why not? Let's see if you can mac on this bitch. So, you know, I'm talking to her. I'll say, hi, how you doing? My name Eddie. She like, hi, my name Brenda. And, you know, me and Brenda was talking. She was hot, man. Her mind was right. She had game. She was talking to me about different little things. She wanted to be a video photographer, and she's from Portland, Oregon. She was visiting. I was like, okay, that's cool. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. So, you know, we was chopping it up. So I'm like, what you doing after this? And, you know, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when the club was closing. I'm like, she like, nothing. I'm about to go back to where I'm staying at, and because I got the house to myself. My roommates are not there. She like, you want to come through? I'm like, oh, really? So, you know, I'm thinking like, okay, I don't really have no way to get home because my man's brought me out to the city in San Francisco, and I didn't really have no ride home. And I'm like, well, my partner, you know, he's taking me back home. I roll with him. I was rolling with him. She like, no problem. We just catch a cab. And she was like, you know, she was real friendly. So I was like, okay, cool. So fast forward, you know, we try to catch us a cab. Obviously she's in a wheelchair, so it's kind of like, okay, this is kind of awkward for Eddie Rude. I've never been in no situation like this. So anyway, we get a cab. After we get the cab, okay, I'm opening the door, but I'm realizing this bitch can't get up because her legs don't work at all. She has no feeling in them. So she's like, I tried to help her up, like pick her up and put her in the taxi cab, and then I was gonna put the wheelchair in the trunk. And she's like, she's real positive. She likes to really be, you know, an independent woman. She's like, no, I got it. So she got herself in the in the cab. So she lifted herself up, and, you know, she put her legs in there first because, you know, she no movement, so she can just, you know, flop them around up in there. And then she got up in there, and then I put the wheelchair in the trunk. So, you know, we in the taxi cab. We chatting. You know, we on our way back to her house, and we chatting or whatever. And while we chatting, you know, she got some big titties, man. And I copped the feel, and she was like, "Oh, so you one of those type of guys?" And I was like, "What that mean?" She was like, "Oh, so you just in it for the sex only?" And I was like, you know, well, I find you attractive, and I'm feeling real frisky right now because I had a few beers, whatever. So I was feeling real frisky, real touchy-feely. So, you know, me and her, we just go at it. She like, okay then. So she just attacked me, you know. Even though she don't got no legs, her upper body is just real, you know, yoked. You know, she got some nice arms and shit like this, and she's just attacking me. And, you know, I'm grabbing on her booty. I don't know if she can feel me grabbing on her ass, because like I said, from the waist down, she don't really got no feeling. But she has to have some type of feeling because the pussy got to get wet. She got to feel this big dick going up in her. So maybe I'm just assuming this is a leg. So, you know, we making out and shit like that. She grabbing on my man. My dick getting kind of hard. You know, she pulled my pants down. She gave me little hickeys on my neck. I had a turtleneck on. So, hey. Yo, that's not funny. I had a turtleneck on. I was looking
What year was this?
Like 06. I was 16 at the time. Now y'all probably wondering how the fuck. Hold up. Let me. I'm gonna show y'all how big of a pimp I was. Even though it was 2006, I was 16 at the time. Now y'all probably wondering how the fuck did I get in a 21 over club and I'm only 16. Well, my family worked security, so he hooked me up, and that's how I got up in that bitch. But anyway, like I was saying, so I had lied and told her, you know, I told her I had a car, but, you know, I didn't even have a car, and like I said, I didn't drive out there by myself, so my partner drove me out there. So anyway, I had a turtleneck on, right? So, you know, she stretched my turtleneck out because she was so into, you know, giving me these hickeys. So I was like, fuck, you know, it was getting kind of hot in the back seat. So, you know, I took the turtleneck off, and I just let her work my neck, and, you know, She all up on top of me, you know, we dry humping like a motherfucker. I pre-came in my pants like a motherfucker, like, it was all down my leg and my knee and shit. So, eventually we get back to her crib. So, we get back to her crib. She even paid for the taxi ride home, because I was gonna go Dutch with the bitch. But the bitch was like, no, I got it, whoop whoop whoop. That's why I fuck with white women, because, you know, they treat they nigga like a motherfucking king. You know, not to say you black women don't, but, you know, these white women kind of got y'all beat right now. So, anyway, we stop. I go out there and get the wheelchair. Because I almost forgot the bitch was in a wheelchair. But I popped the wheelchair thing open. She get it in the chair. And we on the way to the house. So I'm thinking, it's an apartment building. So I'm not really thinking too much about it. But he got like these big flight of stairs. I'm like, okay, so I don't know how we gonna work this. So I was like, okay, we gonna do this. You hold the turtleneck, because my turtleneck was off by this time. All I had on was like a t-shirt. And I was like, hold my turtleneck. You sit down right here. I laid her down on the ground. James, stop laughing. I laid her down on the ground. I put the wheelchair. It felt like I was working out. Because the flight, it was like a whole lot of fucking steps. And I took the wheelchair up the steps and put it down there and had it where, you know, I had it folded out, ready for her. Then I went back down there, picked her up, ran back up the stairs, put her in it. You know, she like, okay, you so strong. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm like, yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? We about to do this. So, you know, last week I told you I had a little fetish about the tights and the boots thing. You know, I have another fetish too, and it's for bitches in wheelchairs. Like, it was something about her in that wheelchair, her legs and her feet and the metal contraption she was in. It felt, you know, got me real stimulated, because it was something different. You know, it felt like she was in one of those little bondage type of BDSM type of situations where, you know, she had to submit to daddy, or, you know, I was going to put her down. And, you know, it kind of turned me on. Like, I wanted to come on her goddamn wheelchair. So, anyway, we get to the room. She like, you got a condom? I'm like, yeah, I got a condom. So, you know, I whipped my dick out, and, you know, she like, damn, you got a big motherfucking cock. You know, she was feeling on it in the cab, but, you know, I whipped it out all proud and shit. And, you know, she had condoms of her own, but, you know, I only fuck with gold rappers. You know, I got a big dick, you know what I'm saying? So, not bigger than Wildcat, obviously, but, you know, it's nice size. But anyway, we get back, you know, we in the room. I you know, take the fucking condom out, roll it up onto my shit. She like, hold on, motherfucker, take that shit off. So she took it off, and I'm fucking pissed, because that was my only fucking condom, only gold wrapper condom I had. She like, motherfucker, I'm about to suck the shit out your dick. Because she like, she into giving head and shit. So I was like, hell, fuck yeah. So, you know, I'm standing like this, and she's sucking my shit in the wheelchair. I don't got her in the bed yet. But she in the wheelchair, so like, while she's sucking my dick, this how she was doing. It was damn near like this. She was damn near like that. She's sucking my dick. And you know, they got the little handles on the back. I'm holding on to shit like that. And then I just start fucking her mouth. So I'm holding on to the back of her wheelchair handles. And I'm fucking her mouth. I'm giving it to her real hard. So, you know, I'm ready to explode. But I want to fuck this bitch first. So, you know, she like, okay. So she get herself on the bed. I'm like, so what I'm going to do about the condom? Because that was my only gold wrapper. So she like, use these other ones. So I went through about like 5 fucking different condoms before I found the one that fit, because, you know, I got a lot of girth on my shit. So finally I get one that fit, and you know, she was like, how you want to start? I'm like, I want to fuck you from the back. And she was like, okay. So I flipped her over, and then, you know, tooted it up, and I'm hitting that shit. And, you know, she loving it. She going crazy like a motherfucker. She yelling and screaming. I'm holding the back of her neck, and, you know, I got my hand on my like this, and I'm giving it to her, and, you know, she going crazy. She you know, yelling and shit like white girls doing pornos. I love that shit. And I'm giving it to her, and I thought I was, like I said, I thought I was really turned on by the bitch, but this next position I'm about to tell y'all about kind of freaked me out. So I flip her over, and then, you know, I'm on top, so I spread her legs. You know, I keep forgetting. It was getting to a point I almost forgot the bitch didn't have, like, use of her legs. So I get her on top. No, I get on top, and then I put her legs on my shoulders. So I'm fucking the bitch, and then I'm like, I'm not really paying attention. Now I look on the side of me and I'm seeing how her legs, like she had a mirror. I'm seeing how her legs is just flopping like this. And anybody who ever seen Toy Story, like y'all remember Woody, who when he ran, his legs and arms went like this. That's how her legs was going. I'm hitting that shit, and her shit just flopping around. He kind of kicked me and, like, you know, hit me in the side of my head and shit, because she don't got no control of the shit, and I'm pounding that shit. I don't go slow. When I fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm digging that shit out, and she going crazy, and she trying to hold on to me, and she grabbing my neck, but at the same time, she kicking me. So she kicking me like this, and I'm trying to hold the motherfuckers, but then her ankles and feet just flopping around, and I don't really like feet like that. They smacked me in my mouth. So, you know, I'm trying my hardest, but this flopping of the leg shit, like a little fish, like when it's out of water, and this is going crazy, because I'm going real passionate with it, and I'm digging the shit out. And I'm like, ah, shit. So I'm kind of getting turned off. So I gotta pull out, because these woody legs is really fucking up my whole little thing. So I'm like, me and my brother, or my cousin, whatever y'all want to call him, we got this thing, right, where, like, when we with a bitch, we tell them, you know, we be like, well, let's do the 45-minute rule. Now, the 45-minute rule is if, when you with a bitch, after, like, 45 minutes that he leave, like, after 45 minutes after he left with the bitch, he's supposed to call you and talk real loud like it's a real emergency. And, yeah, and he's supposed to call you and be like, you need to come right now. So, I didn't put the 45-minute rule thing into play. But while I was fucking her, and you know, her legs was flopping around, because I was fucking her, you know, I put her on her side and put one of her legs up, and I fucked her like this, and you know, it was a little better. So while she moaning and shit and looking the other way, I got my phone out and I'm texting him like, 45-minute rule now. And he eventually called me and he was like, hey Eddie, whoop whoop whoop, this is going down, I need you to get here quick. And then I kind of thought about it. I don't have a car and I'm in the city, and he don't stay in the city. So what happened was, to make a long story short, I pulled out. I told the bitch suck me off because I gotta go, and she was like, oh okay. She was like, how you gonna get home? I was like, I know somebody around here. We was in the motherfucking anybody know where the Hate District is in the city? We're near that little area. So I basically walked during the Hate District. But yeah, let me tell y'all the climax. She was sucking me off. I told her I wanted to come on her chair. And she was like, what, motherfucker? And I'm like, I like to come on women's wheelchairs. I've never done it before, but it's somehow you just look sexy in it. You look like you can be a model in a wheelchair. So she like, okay. So she's sucking me off. I got her by like the jaw, and I'm telling her to look up at me. And I'm like, I'm about to come in your motherfucking mouth. And then she like, nigga. And then she took it out. She like, I thought you wanted to come in my chair. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right, the chair. So, you know, I'm just trying to come so I can get the fuck out of here. So I'm holding her shit. And then I'm like, okay, I'm about to come. And then she like, where on the chair you about to do it? I'm like, the middle part. So I start to jack off all on her chair, and it just went everywhere. It went all on the wheels or whatever, and all on the middle part of the chair. And then when I stand up, when I bust and I stand up, it feel like I'm having a seizure, because I'm going like real jerky with the shit, and I'm choking her at the same time, because that's what I'm into. I'm choking her at the same goddamn time, and then I just pass out on her bed. So I eventually pass out. I come to eventually. I come to, and because I told her I was gonna wipe her chair up, but I kind of passed out. So eventually when I come to, she's still sitting in the chair. So I don't know how long I was actually passed out for. But when I come, I just go to sleep. But I had cum dried up all on my hand, and then her chair was still fucked up with my cum on it and all on her wheels and shit. So, and she was just looking at me like I was a goddamn idiot. And you know, she kicked me out. You know what I'm saying? And that was the last time I ever seen the wheelchair girl ever again. When I came to, she kicked me out, and I walked. You know, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking down the Hate District, 16 years old, looking for the BART station. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to get to this goddamn BART station. My phone was about to die. Like I said, my partner who drove us out there, he's not answering his phone. So I eventually walked until somebody pointed me to the goddamn BART station. I got on the BART. I ended up coming back home to Oakland. Man, that was my story, man. And you know, a word of encouragement, man. Don't fuck these girls in the wheelchair, man, because bitch can't drive you home. So if you don't got a ride, the bitch can't drive you home. It was great. It was great that I did it, but you know, these hoes, man, they you know, there's too much attention you got to give to these wheelchair hoes, because you got to take them every goddamn where and push them. And you know, it's great for sex, but other than that, man, they're a big pain in the ass. So fuck that handicap shit. They good for, I guess, for parking spaces and shit. So if you want to get a good parking spot, you can get your handicap bitch, and you know, you take that blue sticker and you go crazy with that shit. But other than that, man, I know I took up a whole lot of y'all time. I hope I made y'all laugh, because I'm the king of this funny shit. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a comedian. I'm just a nigga with a sense of humor. So this is Eddie Rule. Y'all better be tuned. Stay tuned for the next episode, episode 5. Y'all gonna laugh. I got a real treat coming up for y'all. So over and out, motherfuckers.